Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ah, that's so awesome. We got our first submarine. Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to the aquatic world of Subnautica. I've been building on my base a little bit in between videos, as you can see. I've added this whole second wing over here on this side. And in this area over here, I've actually built an aquarium that's like 2 levels high, so that I have a place to kind of keep some more fish. I had this little aquarium here in the main area that I had already built, and I have a few fish in there. But from what I understand, if you have multiples of some of these fish, when you put them in the large aquarium, they'll actually reproduce. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to transplant some of the fish that I made here over into this large aquarium that I put over here. So I've put a couple of eggs in here. I'm not positive what I need to do to get these to grow, if they'll just kind of go on their own, if there's anything special I have to do, but I dropped them in here to see what'll happen. And as you can see, I have a creep vine that's just starting in here too that I planted, so hopefully we'll have access to that. Now, in some of the previous videos, I'd been hunting around trying to find power source, and I did finally find the bioreactor that I have sitting out here. But what I've been finding is that the bioreactor charges up the base really, really slow, and then I constantly have to keep going back and refeeding it to get it going. So I was always on the hunt for the solar panels, but no matter where I looked, I couldn't find them. And I did fortunately get lucky enough, and when I was kind of poking around between videos, I did finally find the solar panels. So I'm going to build some of those so we can get a little bit more of a consistent power supply going within the base, and then hopefully everything will be a whole lot smoother that way. So I'm going to need a little bit more titanium in here. I think I should have some in one of these storage containers. I have a little bit. I'd like to build 2 solar panels. So I think I have some scrap here that I can turn into some more titanium. That'll give me pretty much all I need to build those out. And then I already collected up some of the quartz. Gosh, sorry. So I did already collect up some of the quartz, so I can build that as well. So I have like 5 quartz in there. I do have a couple air sacs here. I should probably turn these into water before I forget. Otherwise, they're liable to go bad on me, and then I just won't have them. And I've kind of been making some bleach and stuff, too, so I can make some filtered water that way also. I think I have 1 bleach on me, so I can make a disinfected water. And then we get the couple of filtered waters from the air sacs, and we should be all set that way for a little bit at any rate. So a couple things I'd like to do in this video. So I'm gonna transplant some fish over into our aquarium over here. Let's build the solar panels so we have a more consistent power supply. They don't have to constantly feed. And then in my searching, I did also find the thing you deploy to build submarines. So I'm going to try and see if maybe we can get enough stuff to build a Seamoth, and we'll finally have something other than just the Sea Glide. I don't want to get too close to this guy. I have a feeling he's going to gas me. A lot of those guys are swimming around my base. So I'm going to build right in here, I think, for the solar panels, and see where it will let me place them anyway. Alright, so we'll put, we can drift back just a little bit. Nope, too much. Alright, we'll put a solar panel here. I don't know if I have to do anything special to get these things to connect or not, but... and I would like to do at least 1 more, just to make sure we have a good source of power. Alright, we'll put it right here. Perfect! Alright, so we've got a couple solar panels there to drive some power for our base, and then I really won't need this bioreactor anymore, but I already have it hooked up, so I might as well just let it use up the fuel that's already in it, and then maybe once... Whoa! It's getting a little up close and personal. And then once we use up the fuel in there, then we can just kind of get rid of it. I can reclaim the resources. We have a power of 42, 43, so the power's going up a lot faster now. Let's just double check that these are connected. Yeah, so it's got like these... I don't know, these light beams or whatever that go into the ground. I guess that's supposed to represent that it's connected to your base and supplying power, so that's good. Alright, so we have, once this gets all charged up, I think we'll have a much more consistent source of power. I am so happy to finally have those things. I don't know how many hours I spent hunting around for those silly things, but I did finally find them, so that's a plus. So in here we have, these are just the normal building pieces. I should have some deployables, but I think I actually have to make those in the fabricator. Aquarium sign, medical kit fabricator, picture frame. I can make a picture frame, but I have no idea how you put pictures in it. A bench. Maybe I should make a bench. Stick a bench right here in front of my window. It's a little decoration. Can I put things in it? Oh, no, I can't put things in it, but I can sit on it. That's good. Because I have a chair, too, but I don't think you can actually sit on the chair this way. Alright, so we've got something to kind of hang out and check out the sea creatures. I should probably... I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and move this back a little bit from the window so I can actually sit on it and look out the window if I want to. Where are we here? So let's deconstruct that. Fortunately, you get back 100% of everything you put out to make these things. So if you do have to reclaim them, you get everything back. That's a good thing. Nighttime approaches. We have a flashlight now, so I did get some more batteries. And actually, in here I have... I grabbed this from the Aurora, the power efficiency upgrade module. Filtered water. I made like 3 batteries, and do you think they hang around? It's pretty much, if you have a battery in inventory and you turn on something that's electronic, it seems to just automatically just suck up all the power. Which is not really awesome. Makes it a little tough to kind of bring around any kind of extra supplies with you. Alright, so let's see what we have in here for deployables. So we have the Sea Glide, which I already have. Mobile Vehicle Bay. This is what we actually need to... power cell. This is what we need to actually build different things at the water line. We got beacon we already have out. Current generator. Use artificial gravity to generate convection current. I have no idea what that's used for. I guess we can find that out later. I think it's supposed to be like a defensive thing. You can kind of create a current in the water sort of thing to keep, hostile creatures away. Waterproof locker is no good. Gravisphere. Use artificial gravity to attract light objects. I guess that's just for picking things up. I'm not too worried about that. I think it's the mobile vehicle bay we're going to try and build out today. And then we'll see if we can get a Seamoth built. And I probably should drink some water before I start getting those notices about being thirsty. Alright, back at 100% water. Oh, let's grab some fish here and we'll transplant these. Let's grab all of them. Now, for this aquarium over here, instead of just like interacting with it that way, I think you have to kind of go inside it. So I built a hatch on it, and you can see I made it 2 levels, so you can kind of swim up. And then in here, I think if I just go in my inventory and drop these guys, then they should start to swim around. Air sac out there. Alright, just like that. So now we got a little bit of a population in our aquarium. I have no idea what these eggs are. It just says creature eggs. So until it hatches, I really don't know what they are. So I guess we'll find out. Creepvine's growing nicely. Hopefully it'll get some seeds on it too. Planter there. Alright, so we've got our aquarium going with some little bit of sea life in it. We'll see if those guys reproduce. Hopefully they will, because the peepers are really kind of a pain to catch. And it would be nice to have a little aquarium with some in them so I have an easy supply of food instead of chasing after them outside. I don't know if it's just because it's the Xbox controller or what, but when you have to chase after those things, it's a real pain. Okay, so for that, where are we here? The mobile vehicle thing. Mobile vehicle bay, we need a titanium ingot, we need lubricant, we need a power cell. How do I make a power cell? Power cell is 2 batteries and some silicone rubber. That's not so bad. So we need acid mushrooms and copper ore for the battery. I think I grabbed some extra copper ore when I was out swimming around before. Yes, we have a couple of copper ore. I am going to need some more of the mushrooms, though. No copper ore in there. But fortunately, the mushrooms are really plentiful, so those don't present any kind of a challenge. Alright, so I think it said 3 batteries. We'll just go back and double check that, I guess. Oh, my beacon's really bobbing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hopefully it doesn't mean something's attacking it. Alright, let's get to the electronics so we can make batteries. That's 1. That's 2. And I need another copper ore. For some reason I thought I had 3 of them in there. Apparently my memory is terrible. Titanium ingot, lubricant's easy enough to get. Titanium ingot should be relatively straightforward also. And then it's really just this power cell. Oh, okay, so I need 2 batteries I have. I need silicone rubber. And I have to remember how to make the silicone rubber. Where are we here? Silicone rubber. Creepvine seed clusters. I'm going to need a few of those. Nope. Should get another health kit while I'm in here. Because there's these, wow, it's really dark. I don't want to turn my flashlight on, though, because it seems like every time I use electronics, I end up burning out all my batteries, like, instantly. Oh, it's going to be daylight. That's good. We'll get a little more light to work with. Where are the sea clusters? Stay away from those guys that like to chew on my face. It'd be nice to go out and find some more things to scan also. I think if I have time in this video too, I'm going to go back to the Aurora. And apparently you can use the welder and seal up the breaches that are in the engine room. And that'll stop the radiation. And that should let me switch to... I'll grab 4 of those things. We can maybe plant some more in our aquarium. Wow, look at the beacon bob now. Why does it do that? Is it getting attacked by something? Or is it just because of where I put that extension on my base? It's like a moving target now. Now, it must just be where I put the base, because it's like right near the edge here. Weird. Okay, so I thought I had blueprints for the upgrade station and stuff too, but I don't see where I can build that yet. Alright, let's make some little silicone rubber here. And then I think we're going to need to make some oil also. Hopefully I can get that from just one of these. No, of course not. I need 3 creepvine clusters. Why would it be that easy, right? Darn. Looks like I have 2 sea clusters already. Maybe I'll get lucky and there'll be one actually growing in my aquarium. Nope, it's growing really nicely, but nothing from a seed cluster perspective yet. Eggs are still not hatched. Alright, I'm gonna go grab one more seed cluster. Alright, we've got our seed clusters. Let's make some oil. I actually have a little bit extra. I can put some seed clusters away or plant them in my aquarium now. Alright, so I have the lubricant. I have the rubber. And I was making the rubber so that I could make a power cell. So let's make that. Oh, wow, it's big. Okay, and then we just need... What do we need left here? Titanium ingot. So how many pieces of titanium does it take to make an ingot? 10 of them. I don't think I have 10. However, I did see some scrap metal outside, so it might be really quick to get these anyway. I have none on me. I have like 3 of them. Alright, let's go get some scrap metal. We can turn that quickly into some titanium that we can then turn into an ingot, and then we'll have our mobile vehicle bay, which will let us go up to the surface, and we can build a Seamoth. And hopefully, the Seamoth will have a little bit more ability than what we have with the Sea Glide. Sea Glide does help us get around relatively quickly, but it does suck up battery power really fast. And it has a fairly limited range on it, so I'm hoping that the Seamoth will be a little bit more effective than what that is. In the end, I'd like to get a Cyclops sometime in the near future also, but I think we're still missing some pieces for that. We have the engine room, and we have the hull pieces, but I think we need, like, there's some bridge pieces we might need before we can actually build that out. There's some more wreckage. There's another egg there. I'm going to grab that and stick that in my aquarium and see what it is. Any wreckage over here? Looks like we got some down below here. This is good. It's kind of a cool ridge right here. Alright. Oh, no. My inventory full? Nope, I got it. Good. Okay, that'll give me like 12 titanium, which will give me plenty enough to make the make the titanium ingot that I need, and then we'll have our mobile vehicle bay. I'm interested to see what I can build with the vehicle bay also. I mean, I know I have the plans for the Seamoth, but I don't know if there's anything else that it will give me automatically, or if I'm just going to have to find all the plans for it. Now, this mobile vehicle bay also sits right on this... Oh, why can't I go in there? There we go. The vehicle bay sits right on the surface, so I'm kind of curious whether it's going to float away on me at some point. Alright, that'll give us 12 titanium, so now we can make a titanium ingot. Which is a funny looking ingot. It's just a bunch of bars by the looks of it. And then we can make our deployable. Yeah, awesome. Ah, sweet, we got a mobile vehicle bay. Anything else I can make in here? Nothing. Be nice to get the oxygen tank that's more like the upgraded. There's a high capacity oxygen tank that would be nice to have. And if I can get the radiation turned off, then we can start to use some of these other suits. Like this one here reclaims moisture, so I guess you don't get thirsty as fast. This reinforced dive suit lets you 50% physical protection, so I guess it's just like armor kind of thing. I already have the rebreather, but I haven't been using it. The thermometer, heads-up temperature display sensor. No idea what good that's for, but I'm sure I'll find out later on in the game. Alright, let's get the vehicle bay out here, and then we'll see what materials we're going to need to build a Seamoth. Release the vehicle bay. Release the Kraken. Do I just drop it? Is that how this works? Nope, I guess so. There it goes. That's cool. I wonder do I have to tether this thing or something, or is it going to stay in place? I hope it doesn't take off on me. I wouldn't have to want to go and hunt down the materials again. How do we get on here? Oh, I picked it up. What the? Alright, so do I put it out and then take it back when I don't need it anymore, and then... How do I use this thing? I don't want to pick it up. I want to use it. Come on. It's bouncing all over the darn place. I can push it around and everything. How do I use this thing? I can't even get on it. Oh, there we go. I just cleared right over it. Come on. Alright, I'm sure I look pretty pathetic right now. I can't get on the mobile vehicle bay without pushing it around. And I just went right through it again. Come on, what is going on here? I don't understand why it's only giving me the option to pick it up and not like an option to get on it. He keeps clearing right. Every time I try to go on it, he just jumps right over the darn thing. Nope, I can't get on. It's just dumping me off. This is ridiculous. Alright, it didn't take too long to get the resources we need, and we now, I think, have all the stuff that we need to build a Seamoth, so let's get our first actual submersible going here. I have no idea how long this takes to make, or even where it's going to appear. I would assume it's going to build it underneath it. Is it building now? Was it already done? Hey, we got our first Seamoth! Jeez, it built it really far out from the pod. Is it drifting away on me?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ah, that's so awesome! We got our first submarine. This is just a tiny little thing. So we have, it's got health and energy on here. Looks like we can get in and out. And there's really good steering on it. I'm going to turn off the headlights. I don't want to burn up my power here. I don't know how much power it's going to assume just kind of booting around in this thing, but... Oh, I just bounced off the wall. Oh, it took damage, too. Okay, so, note to self. Don't smash into other objects with it. That's really cool. Ah, amazing. Alright, I'm going to park this over here just above my base. If I can position it that way anyway. There we go. It looks a little forlorn sitting there. Where's the entrance here? Oh, there it is. Alright, that's amazing. Our very first submarine. Now, I have seen some people that have these things like colored and stuff, so I guess maybe there's some modifications and stuff you can get for these that will let you make it look a little bit cooler. However, I'm really happy having my first little submarine. So, what I'd like to do, I think, is go and seal up the breaches in the Aurora.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
In the engine room, and that way we don't have to worry about using the radiation suit anymore. So, I have a welder. Now, I don't know... I probably should see what this thing does in terms of, like, battery power. So, it definitely has an engine meter on it. I'm gonna make a spare battery that we could bring with us, and then we'll get underway. And that way, just in case it takes a lot for this welder to seal up one of those breaches, and I don't know how many of them there are, then at least that will give me some sort of buffer, so I don't have to come all the way back again. So I will quickly make a battery, and then we'll get underway and see what we can do to seal up those breaches, and then we can get rid of our radiation suit and switch to a different type of a wetsuit that might have more benefit for us. Alright, so I think we're in good shape. I ended up making 2 batteries just in case I needed the extra one. I didn't want to get in there and then find that I was shy, like 1 battery from... Oh, jeez. It makes like a noise when you run into different fish with it, too. That's crazy. I didn't want to get all the way in there and then get close to sealing up all the breaches and then run out of power in my welder. So I got 2 batteries now, and hopefully with the fully charged welder and then 2 replacement batteries, we'll be well set up to get this all taken care of. I did make a little bit of extra water, and I cooked up a peeper, so we're well fed too. So I think everything should be ready to go. This thing is much faster than swimming, and it's definitely faster than the Sea Glide as well. Now, if I heard correctly, it does have some depth challenges in that it can't go very deep. But in terms of like some initial ability to get around a lot quicker and whatnot, I think this will be awesome. And fortunately, with the lights off, the energy isn't going down too fast either, so that's good. Now, what I don't know is if the different sea creatures will attack my little Seamoth here. I have a feeling that they will if they come across it, so hopefully we can kind of park this in a place where it's not going to get chewed on while I'm swimming around inside the Aurora. Somewhere here there should be a bit of a valley kind of thing, and then at the bottom of that, it's like a trench or whatever. At the bottom of it is an entrance into the Aurora that will take us right up into the engine room area. Lots of debris here. Oh, there's a sand shark. Something there we could be scanning. It's probably going to be a Seamoth piece, but we're just going to pop out really quickly and take a look. Seamoth Fragment, yeah. Not worry about grabbing those right now. I know you can get titanium from them if you scan them, but I don't really need to fill up my inventory at the moment. Let's park right in here. We can get it down nice and close. And then a plus side too, this makes for some like portable oxygen I carry around with me too, because I can just jump back in here and I'm all set. Oh, jeez. I think this is the entrance right here. Yeah, there's a hole right there. Alright. So let's go inside the Aurora here and see what we can do to patch up these holes. Another Seamoth Fragment. And then once I have the holes patched up, I can use the rebreather, which will let me go a little bit deeper without sucking up too much oxygen. And I can change my suit and everything else, so it should be good. I don't know how many breaches I have to plug in here. I gotta be careful though. There is some stuff falling here, like molten metal or whatever. I got dripped on when I was in here before. Ten radiation leaks remaining. Okay, so it's not so bad. I think I should have plenty of battery power here, as long as this thing isn't showing, like, consuming the batteries that I'm carrying with me at the same time. One more. Oh, that's good. Survey says... Jackpot. Drive core breach sealed. Radiation dissipation in 3 days. Trying download attempt with Aurora. Black box device. Encountering interference. Huh. Oh, what's up with the interference? So maybe once the radiation goes away, then I'll actually be able to download the black box, and that might give us some more of a clue. We did have a communication on our comms the other day, and I neglected to go and pick up power efficiency module. Another one? Score. So that's 2 of them now I've got. And I thought that you only got it, like, if you dropped it, I thought you were just kind of out of luck, but it looks like it respawned. All right, so we got all the breaches sealed. Gotta watch you don't get dripped on here. This is not friendly territory. Just the gap. Anything over here? No. All right, so I think overall this has been a pretty productive episode. We built out some more in the base. We got the aquarium up and running, which is good. We have... I don't know if I can see if I can find my way out of here now. Where's that opening? We built the mobile vehicle bay, which let us build a little Seamoth, so we have our first submarine, submersible, or whatever you care to call it. And that gives us an opening so that now we have the ability to build some other submarines too once we get some more blueprints. So hopefully we'll find some more of those. It'd be really nice to get the Cyclops, because it's like this really cool submarine that has all kinds of neat stuff. It's much bigger than the... What is going on here? It's like they're attacking something. No, I got a little turned around here. Where's the exit? There we go. Ah, perfect. Alright, so we got that sealed up. The radiation will go away in 3 days.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I think everything is going really well. Progress. It's nice to get ahead a little bit. And I'm so happy to finally have those solar panels, but I gotta head back to my base now, and we'll see what we can do to kind of restock on some supplies and things, and then I'm gonna go out hunting and see if I can find some more blueprints. We'll come back and play some more Subnautica another day and see what kind of cool things we can make after we find some more things to build. Thanks everyone for checking out the video. I'm as always CrypticFox. I hope you enjoy these and you'll come back and check out some more, and I will catch all of you next time.